Thank you for giving me the floor. Thank you for organizing this workshop. We are very proud to partner again with the ORF. I mean, always good discussion, always good audience, and really happy to see you again. Thanks also to the Foreign Secretary. We're going to hear him soon, and thank you for him to taking the time to record this message. It's really important to have his support. Thank you to my friend Ambassador Suzuki also, who's been very enthusiastic from the beginning of this initiative. And hello everybody, friends. I mean, it's as you know, Indo-Pacific is the topic of the time, and the topic for my country. I mean, we tend to think about ourselves and as a power of the Pacific, of the Indo-Pacific. As you know, given our territories in the Pacific Ocean and in the Indian Ocean, our French population in the region is over 1.6 million inhabitants. We have also permanent forces, roughly 8,000 in the region with bases, and we have ships cruising on the ocean in the region. And just as India and Japan, in the last few years, we have crafted an Indo-Pacific strategy, which was officially introduced by our President Macron, in 2018, when he visited the region. That was not in India or in Japan, that was in Australia at that time, in Garden Island. But I mean, that was a speech we really spelled out very clearly what we wanted for the region, and we wanted basically to sustain an order in keeping with our values, which means a rules-based order, a multilateral, a free, and basically a region which would be organized according to the rule of law. It's very important because as we all know, the world has been changing over the last few years, and the balance of power has shifted more than it had done in centuries before. And I must say that over the last few months with COVID, this change, this move, have been all the more intense and fast. And that COVID has been a great accelerator of all the opportunities, but also the risks associated with these changes. And that's why in this changing world, we feel that it's all the more important to unite with some countries. We share the same values, democratic values, rule of law, human dignity, freedom of speech, and so on and so forth. We want to see more of India. We want to see more of Japan. We want to see more here. We want to see more in the Indo-Pacific. We want to see more also in the UN. As you know, we have a long-standing support for a permanent seat for your countries in the UN, and that's why we are really happy to see today that we're building pieces by pieces this strategic triangle, and I'm sure that from today's discussion, new ideas and new cooperation are going to emerge. I mean, the workshop are really addressing the key issues, the maritime security, of course. I mean, we have to devise together how we should address these unilateral non-cooperative policies by a certain power I'm not going to name in the region. I mean, we have to also to think how we're going to improve our maritime domain awareness, and how we can better together work on monitoring our exclusive economic zones. How are we going to be more interoperable? How we can also support regional organizations such as ASEAN or IORA? How we can also basically work together on maritime security. So that's this workshop will be key, and the other workshop on digital connectivity also is very relevant because it touches to the core of the sovereignty of our countries. I mean, we have to develop together a real digital public order. I mean, when you have technological innovation, when you have huge changes, I mean, it takes a while to settle down and to find a new balance, a new order. And our common goal is that we find this new balance as soon as possible, and that this new balance is in keeping with our values, and we're ready to work on that. I would say that in this area also, my country, the European Union, has some expertise. I mean, but as do Japan and India, but we have an expertise, especially on data protection. I mean, that's something we would be happy to share, and also happy to coordinate. I mean, in the run-up to the meetings at the UN or within the framework of the G20. Well, that being said, I'm really looking forward to the discussion. Thank you again to ORF for organizing that. Thank you, obviously, Amir, but also thank you to Dr. Plant, and thank you to Ms. Bazou, and who all have been very enthusiastic through the organization. And thank you also to a French scholar I see on the TV, Frédéric Ra, who has been an early promoter of Indo-Pacific and able to convert a lot of people since then to the Indo-Pacific, given also his enthusiasm. And just to conclude, thank you to Ambassador Suzuki and to his team and to Mr. Takeda. And we've been able to coordinate very well with it. Thank you, and looking forward. Thank you, Samir.